I did it! I made it through my first semester of college. Well, almost. I still have one final left. But, other than that, I did it! I finally did it. This semester has been long. Very long. And since I've made it all the way to finals, I just wanted to talk about a few things that I've learned over the course of this semester. I want to say that the most important thing that I've learned is time management, but that would be a lie, because I have no time management skills. I literally did every single one of my projects at the very last second. But what I did learn is that even if you're running out of time, you don't need to give up. You can still get a good grade even if you have to stay up all night to finish your project. Hopefully next semester I will learn more time management and I won't need to use the skills that I learned this semester. But we'll see. I'm kind of a procrastinator. Another thing that I've learned is that college is hard. I took a college class when I was in high school, but it wasn't like my classes here. I was one of the smartest people in the class, even though I was younger than all of them by at least a year. So I was a little bit overconfident because of that. Here at BYU, I am about average, which is very obvious in my grades. And I've had to come to terms with the fact that that is not a bad thing. I am passing my classes even if I'm not getting A's. It's just been a difficult transition to me going from being one of the smartest to really in the middle range. And so that's been something that I've had to adjust to this semester. Another thing that I've learned is that no one will stop you from skipping your classes. That is not a good thing. I will admit that I probably skipped more classes than I should have, but it's really hard when no one is saying, hey, it's time for class, it's time to get up, it's time to go. When it's all up to you, it's a lot easier to convince yourself to stay home. And I'm really hoping that next semester I will be able to fight the urge to sleep in because I have all 9 o'clock classes, and when I have 9 o'clock classes, I have to get up at 7:30. That's what happens when your hair looks like this. It's a process. Another thing that I've learned is that you really, really have to put yourself out there if you want to make friends. Before coming to college, I didn't really try to make friends. I just waited for people to come to me, and then slowly we would form a friendship. The first few weeks of class, I just went and I sat and I would wait for someone to sit down next to me, but people don't really like to sit next to people they don't know. So the seats next to me would always be empty. And I noticed after the first few weeks of being here that my roommates had become really close. And I wasn't close with them because I hadn't tried to be close with them. I just kind of waited for them to come to me. Now, after the first few weeks, I realized that if I wanted to make friends, I needed to find people and I needed to talk to people, which is really, really hard for me, but I did it anyways. But I feel like it was a little bit too late for me because everyone had already formed little groups of friends, and it is really, really hard to become friends with someone who is already in a group of friends because they already have inside jokes and they already know each other, and so you just always feel like you're on the outside. So I'm hoping next semester I will be able to do better in putting myself out there and trying to make friends. I did make friends in my theater class because we were put in groups for our final project, and that was really, really fun, and I really like the friends that I made, but I'm a little bit nervous that we're all going to fall away from each other now that we're not in a group anymore, but I'm hoping that we'll still be able to hang out, and I'm going to try to, reach out to them instead of waiting for them to come to me. Even though that freaks me out, that's how you make friends. And the last thing that I've learned is when you don't have a lot of money and you're kind of a lazy person, you end up eating a lot of canned soup because it's cheap and it only takes like 5 minutes to heat up on the stove. Yep. And so those are all the things that I've learned in my first semester of college, besides the things that I actually learned in my classes. But anyways, I'm gonna go eat food now. Probably canned soup because that's about all I have left. So, bye!